What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Offbeat Podcast, a podcast about music, culture, and everything in and around it. My name is Rick. Thank you guys so much for joining us. As always, on the couch today, we have my man X.
Interesting.
X from the block.
I know I did that.
Hey, guys.
He said interesting.
And over to my left, we have Shannon. Oh, what's up, Shannon?
I'm gonna do that one now.
All right, everybody, I'm going to need you to stretch your hands out towards the camera and everybody repeat after me. Guys, thanks so much for joining us, man. We love doing this. It's a Monday, y'all. By the time, we record on Mondays, but it's Friday when we drop these. And, you know, depending on how this one goes, this may or may not be the next episode. We'll find out. It doesn't matter. We like to keep it hot and loose around here.
Yes.
But we do appreciate everybody's support, all the comments, all the DMs. People be sliding in the DMs talking shit, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
X?
Yeah.
Yeah? They be hitting you up?
A little bit. But by the way, just a quick shout out to Jaden, Abdi, James, and Nathan. That's it. Just a quick
Shout out to you guys.
Just a quick shout out.
Yes.
I know who you are.
I like it.
The question was?
Yeah, just people sliding into DMs talking about the pod, you know? I don't know.
No, yes.
Some feedback.
They do like the fact when the female topics come about. One thing is that our next guest today is going to be a female. They always feel like they need a voice of a female when those topics are being brought up. And I do understand, but sometimes you don't have a female. And what I do like, though, is that each and every one of us has a very different opinion on every single topic that we have hit with the relationship, sex, or anything. It's just we have a very different opinion, all of us.
It's a good mix.
Yeah, no, it's very good. But yeah, I do get some DMs.
Yeah, no, I was just, curious. God, pardon me. I think it's wonderful that, people would even spend even a slight bit of time watching this garbage content. But you know what, man? And I will die on this hill, Shannon. The amount of stuff on the internet that has 1 million, 2 million, 5 million views. And it's the dumbest thing you've ever seen. The dumbest thing. I'm like, this has to be at least better than that.
I think so. Just a smidge.
I'm gonna say objectively better.
Just a smidge.
A little bit more effort put into the content.
You know what this reminds me of? Of that rapper who thinks he's really, really good. But he'll look at the other rapper that's like half-assed, but he has 1 million views, get all the shows, and he thinks, I'm better than that guy, but yeah, I can't be that for some reason. I get what you're saying. Like, you always feel like your content's going to be better than anybody else. But for example, for a podcast, for both of you guys, a question. What would draw you into watching a podcast?
It's hard. It's a hard commit.
All right, so go ahead. Sorry.
It's got to be one of the things that I'm into.
Okay.
First of all, so that eliminates a whole, bucket of people.
Yep.
Next, it's got to be people who are personable. Personalities obviously drive the content, right? The content can be trash, but if the personality holds it, then you're okay, mostly. I feel like that's it. Because, before Reels or before, short form video was a thing, it's hard to know how good a podcast is unless somebody was like, yo, you got to check out this podcast. They talk about this, and this. And you should start with this episode. Listen to this episode. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, I don't know, depending on the podcast, it could be an hour, it could be 2 hours, right? So it varies. But now we got so much short form content that it's easy to be like, oh, these guys are funny. I guess I'll subscribe to their podcast. Mm-hmm. But even still, man, for you to enter into my wheelhouse of podcasts I listen to regularly, it's a high bar for me, for Rick personally.
Okay. What about you, Shannon?
It's very similar to what Rick said. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it has to be something I'm interested in. But I'm also known to listen to random podcasts that just draw my attention. I can be on TikTok or Instagram and I see a clip. I'm like, I need to see more on this small conversation.
So you'll cold call the podcast?
Pretty much. I'm like, I see the clip. I'm like, this is interesting. I want to see the discourse of everything.
Okay.
I appreciate that. You actually take the time to go check it out.
If it's a good topic.
Yeah.
I also like and I haven't watched the full podcast, but like Pat Beverly, basketball player, he has a and Draymond, they have podcasts, but I think it's great because for so long we've been watching sports from one angle, and that's just them playing ball. But it's great to like see them hop on a podcast and talk about like certain plays that happen. It's like, oh, this guy got in my face and we said this and that. I'm like, man, I like this stuff.
Yeah, yeah, it is cool.
So it's a cool take on that. Okay. So it varies on stuff, but primarily the podcasts that I watch now are all like comedy based. All like
fair enough. I mean, you got to make me laugh. That's pretty high up there. Okay. Unless it's like even still, I was gonna say unless it's like a science or like informational type of pod, but like even those, like give me some comedy, sprinkle it in, so it's not just dry material. But yeah, man, podcasts, we're one of them, and this is the Offbeat Podcast, the best and only place for you to come listen to us. I'm sorry. So Shannon, you were in PR, huh?
Yes, I was.
You were in PR recently, as recent as 2-3 weeks ago.
Yes,
4 weeks ago.
A month ago.
Has it been a month already? Are you serious, man?
It's been
Shannon.
It's been a long month. Yeah, it's
wow.
It's been exactly a month.
Okay, I'm legitimately shocked at how fast that time went by because it really feels like it was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it feels like it was 2 weeks ago.
I digress. Tell us about it. Any highlights? Anything about PR since your last visit that you care to highlight that was like, you know what?
Man, one thing that I always forget about PR when I get there, the people are just nice. Like, I'll explain. I'll unpack it.
Yeah, unpack it.
An example, I was at Burger King eating breakfast, which Burger King breakfast in Puerto Rico is fire.
Okay. I'm very confused.
You know what? I'm going to let you slide on this, but go ahead.
No.
Hey.
No.
We're not doing this.
No, we're doing it.
Slide and keep going.
No. I'm gonna continue saying what I was saying, but we're gonna come back to it. Burger King breakfast is fire, relatively speaking. So we're Burger King, and random guy walks in, buen provecho. You don't know me from a hole in the wall. For a lot of you guys that don't know buen provecho, there's no actual English translation. The easiest way I can explain it to people is similar to what French people say bon appetit.
Yeah, that's about as American as it gets. Yeah, that's what we say.
Yeah,
Americans. That's funny.
So which is crazy, but even so, that's one example. Buen provecho that they don't have to. It's just a common courtesy. One time I was playing ball with my boy Alexi. We were in the hood, Miña, Loisa, and we were playing ball. And mind you, not a lot people don't know me. Only the people I was with.
Yep.
Once one person got on the court, they dap up everybody. Once they got to the basketball court, they go around and they dap up everybody. No, they don't know you. It's just so it's like that stuff don't happen over here. Someone walk onto the basketball court over here, you don't even hear their voice until they're calling foul or something crazy. But over there, people are always saying hi to you, and it's different than over here. Obviously, Puerto Rico still has its wild parts, but that's one of the things that every time I go back, it reminds me. I'm like, it's different over here.
American culture, man. American culture is very, I don't know, man. Anyway, I don't want to digress. I was just gonna tiny sidebar.
No,
walking in New York, everybody's wearing AirPods and nobody's talking. End of sidebar.
Yeah.
For a context, right? Because it's just a different lifestyle, man. On the one hand, it's like individuality. I'm just doing this for me, and I don't know. I think you can attribute it to island life culture. Not specifically PR, right? I mean, I think there's an overlap there of just islands in general are generally more relaxed.
And you said something that reminded me, island time. Another thing that I was over there, driving in Puerto Rico is crazy. It's like if you think driving in Massachusetts or Connecticut is bad, signal lights are non-existent over there. The most frustrating thing over here when you're on the highway and you're driving fast, you got the left lane.
Yeah.
The left lane is like everyone moves over so you can go. There's none of that in Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, you drive at whatever speed you want to drive and whatever lane you want to drive.
Wow.
And if you got a problem with it, just move over past me and keep going.
Okay.
It's frustrating. And on top of that, everyone's on island time. So everyone moves slow.
Wow.
Like you go order something to eat, everyone's just moving slow. There can be a long line.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
we're not worried about it.
A couple things that make you like reflect on your own day-to-day life and how different it is. And like,
I dig it, man. I dig that. I'm excited. We do have a trip coming up, and we're looking forward to it. Trying to hit a PR, trying to bring the offbeat, or should I just say it in Spanish? How do you say podcast in Spanish?
Podcast.
Yes. Podcast.
I also appreciate Puerto Rico that they don't translate a lot of words. They just sometimes, they'll adapt a lot of English words. Like
They'll just say the English word.
They say weekend.
Okay.
Like, like there's a lot of stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. Podcast is
probably accurate. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess you're right.
But back to this Burger King thing. What was this?
Well, I have a rule, and this is why I'm going against kind of. If I'm going to PR, Puerto Rico, I'm not eating any American establishments in Puerto Rico.
I agree.
No, you don't, because you
agree.
Whoa, Burger King breakfast, amazing.
Listen, I agree to an extent, right? So within the Burger King restaurant, they have a lot of menu items that aren't available over here.
Sure. Give me one. I just need one.
Their breakfast sandwich, you can get a ham, egg, and cheese on pan sobao.
Okay.
Yeah. You know where you can get that also? At a mom and pop shop down the street.
That too.
No, not that too. I'm going to spend my money like we said last time. Hey, get lost and go spend your money. He said that.
I did.
On the person who is busting their ass and I'm going to go to Burger King and spend my hard-earned money. You know what? Let's just stop.
This is
the reason why I'm kind of more upset at you for doing this is because, again, we spoke about this. I'm not eating anything establishment as far as like, hey, we're going to go to whatever restaurant. Name one. I don't know. Chili's. If somebody says we're going to go to Chili's at PR, I'm going to curse somebody out.
Chili's is huge in PR, by the way.
I don't give a shit. We're not going to Chili's in PR.
Never been to Chili's in PR, and I'm all set. I agree with what you're saying.
You don't, because you're going to go to an extent. No, then you don't.
To an extent. So there was one time I was there for work, and we all, we got out late from the shoot, and everyone's like, "Oh, let's go out to eat." It was 10 o'clock. Surprisingly, a lot of places outside of San Juan close early, like 9, 10 o'clock. So they're like, the only thing that's open is Denny's. I'm like, my thing is like, I'm in Puerto Rico, got Denny's at home. So we had to go to Denny's because it's the only thing open. But I didn't get the regular stuff you get over here. Sure. The Denny's over there had white rice with beans and bistec. So I got that.
No, I get if you're out, this is the only thing open. Yes, I'm talking about
only exception to the rule.
You have a choice in the morning to go to Burger King or to go to somebody else's spot. That's different. I will go to Denny's at 2 or 3. So yeah,
I agree with what you're saying, but Burger King's breakfast is fire to the point that now when I go to Puerto Rico, one of the stops at some point for me, I gotta stop at Burger King to get that sandwich. Okay.
By the way, small parentheses. I am taking a break from fast food. I just told Shannon a quick story. I was starving before I got here. I just wanted to stop somewhere. Stop at Wendy's. They had this new wraps, grilled chicken wraps. Oh, nice. Let me get 2 of those in a small fry. Yes, that will be $16.55. I stopped. I was this close to cancel the order and said, I don't think so. You're not scamming me today, right? But I was so hungry that I was like, again, 2 wraps and a small fry. So I said, yep, $16.55. All right, thank you. I mean, that's robbery. And I show Shannon the wraps. They're not huge. They're pretty.
Oh, I'm sure they're not worth that. It's just.
I mean, but I felt so like I feel like somebody just robbed me. It's like and laughed at me. Like, wow, you bought this, you idiot. So I'm glad this happened. You know what? I'm glad this happened, and I'm glad you mentioned Burger King and PR because that's like stamped confirmation that I need to stop.
We're gonna go. You're gonna try it.
No, we could go. I'm not gonna spend anything. I'm gonna walk down the street to this mom and pop shop and
the coffee at the Burger King is fire too. Listen, guys, if you've been to Burger King in Puerto Rico, comment. Let us know what you think.
It could be.
I would love to hear the feedback.
Listen, I'm sure it will be probably some good stuff, but that's not what I'm not angry, but like upset at this
All right,
guy.
so let me push back at you then. So without getting into the weeds on fucking, economics, how much do you think inflation is playing a part in your wraps being as expensive as they were?
100%.
Absolutely.
Everything.
So two wraps and a small fry, no drink? Did you get a
no drink? No, it's just 2 wraps and a fry.
I used to be able to get that same meal at McDonald's back in the day.
Yeah.
For like $6.
That's what I was kind of going. I probably like 8, maybe 9, something and change. When I heard 16, 15,
$10 at most for that.
That's tough. That's tough. Yeah, no, you pay too much. But it is hilarious.
No, I did, but you know what? I was very hungry, so I'm glad.
Listen, sometimes
Wendy's is trash, food. Anyways.
You know what? They weren't that bad, to be honest.
Wendy's is trash.
I don't mind Wendy's. I'll take a Baconator.
The patty don't got no flavor.
You know what you need to do? You gotta go in there.
You like it?
The Baconator kind of is good.
It's like $20.
Not even
4 for $4, or you get the biggie bag, $5.
I got that the other day.
Nah, if I'm going to Wendy's, I'm getting the Baconator. I just didn't get it this time because I'm trying to go healthy. But whenever I go to Wendy's, bacon.
Anyway,
I remember that.
Shout out to Wendy's.
Wow. Junior bacon cheeseburger. I still be getting.
When they used to be $1.
Now they're like $2.50.
Yeah, you know what? Damn. You know what? That fast.
Them Baconators were.
I'm done.
Wendy's was never the same after they got rid of the yellow,
the yellow
cups and the fry holders.
When it went red.
When it went red, it just went downhill.
So
go back to the yellow, guys.
Going back to this whole restaurant thing. The one thing I like to do when I go back to PR and spend a lot of money on is the people that sell frituras in Loiza. I say here.
I was gonna go dark. I was gonna go one other way. Spend a lot of money on.
Take it easy.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like folks that like me and Rick were talking about this chinchorreal.
Thank you for bringing it up. I was gonna mention it. Yeah.
Chinchorreo.
So basically, it's a Puerto Rican version of bar hopping, but every spot is outdoors, nothing necessarily indoors, and it's usually live music. There's food and some kind of games and. They're betting and gambling. It's this horse game that keeps going. I don't know what it's called, but it's this fake horse game that keep going around, and you don't know who's gonna win.
I know, yeah.
So you got to bet on one. So basically, it's better on horses, but it's fake horses.
Fake horses.
It looks like those fair games.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I got you. Yeah,
so I guess something's pushing them, but one of them is gonna win at the end.
So there's a little bit of gambling involved.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's chinchorro.
Yes.
Is the name of the event, and then chinchorreal is to go.
Chinchorro is the bar. Chinchorreal is bar hopping.
Bar hopping.
Yes.
But okay, so but it's like different places, right? So like that's not the name of the place.
Un chinchorro, that's a bar.
It's literally a bar.
I don't want to say that yes and no because it's outdoor bar. Yes.
Outdoor bar. Because when you were describing it, whenever we were talking about it, I understood it to be like a horrible comparison, but like a sweet 15, a bar mitzvah.
No,
not that type of event, but like the way that you would throw a party like that and then just have it be like this big to do outside. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like that's what I thought it was. Like people were just posting up these, pop up parties essentially.
So no, this is a place. It's like again, it's a bar, but it's outdoors.
I got you.
Think this. Think like. Imagine you go to the parking lot of the Basketball Hall of Fame, just so we have some context. And, 10, 11 food trucks pull up.
Oh, damn. Okay.
10, 11 food trucks pull up. And then now you got, one food truck hired one band to play music. Down the other way, there's another band playing music.
Damn.
Now everyone's just pulling up there. You got all types of different foods. So it's like,
sounds great.
But like, it's not, sometimes it could be food trucks, but like one popular one that is kind of fallen off the times that I've gone lately is Luquillo.
Okay.
Luquillo is at the beach. There's like a little spot that they have a bunch of restaurants. People pull up. It's a whole thing.
Okay. Sounds dope. I can't wait to check it out and document the hell out of it.
Yeah. Think of the truck spot by the IKEA in New Haven?
Yes.
It's like kind of like
that.
But established.
More party.
Yeah.
More party, yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. Nah, man, that sounds pretty dope. I'm looking forward to, dude. Just talking about PR while we're on it. The last 2 times I went to PR, let me put it to you this way: every time I've been to PR, really hasn't been to like party or like to So like, have a great time. Like, I mean, the first time I went there, was that the first time? Whatever. One of the times I went to PR, my ex-wife was pregnant. The next time I went to PR, I went for Family Matters. So like, at no point have I gone to PR to just be like, oh, let me just enjoy PR. Like,
so you're in for a good time.
I'm in for a good time. And let me just clarify, because that made it sound douchey. I went with my then pregnant wife to Puerto Rico. But like, if your wife is pregnant and you're Puerto Rico, like you're limited in how much fun you can have. You got to reel it in.
Yeah.
Also, I was super young. So besides the point. So yes, I am incredibly excited. I'm using this to hold it down, you guys.
Nice.
Listen.
That was for the
people ask me why I go back to Puerto Rico every year. Why not? It's a good time. They have some of the best beaches in the world. Like the beach in Culebra it was rated I think number 2 best beach in the world.
I really want to take Rick there.
I'm ready.
In the world. Like
it is. Yes.
It's spectacular.
Yes.
When I get to PR, I will have no limits.
The food is amazing.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
The people
I'm sorry.
The people are fun to watch.
The basements. A lot of nice basements in PR.
Yep.
By the way, time out. The guest is here.
Okay.
Just
So let's land the plane.
Let's land it, guys. But all that to say, we're going to Puerto Rico. We're trying to film a pod in Puerto Rico.
Can't wait.
We're going to.
And lastly, if you guys have any like cool spots that you guys know of, hit us up. Put them in the comments. We're trying to do all the stuff that we can in the short amount of time that we're there.
Yeah. Awesome. If you're gonna be in PR, hit us up.
Come look for us.
We'll be there.
Well, thanks for joining us on this short pod. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for the support. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, follow, do all the stuff.
Yes.
Love y'all. Peace.
Peace.